Welcome to the RCAD, the Ramblecast After Dark, a show where we talk about movies, sports, and something else.
Anything else we want to talk about?
Fucking Legos, dude.
Well, Nick's not here, so you can't talk Legos without Nick. I mean, it's like talking baseball and Jack's not here.
I missed the chat. Where's Nick? Is he busy with work and stuff?
He's working.
He said he had a meeting getting Tang. Huh, okay. I don't know what that is. Must be a drink. Anyway,
good luck. Family over too, didn't he?
Tang is the drink of the astronauts, right?
I am sorry to take this in right there.
Am I correct? That
yeah, it is.
That's Tang, isn't it?
Tang.
Well, join us next week, Nick, when we look forward to you having a song. We have no song tonight, but there we go.
I believe that what Neil Armstrong was going to say. This is one small step for Tang, one giant leap for all Tang kind, or something like that. But then I guess they talked him out of it or something like that.
I think we'll just cut out this first
because Tang was, Tang was the drink.
Who brought this up?
I mean, that's you. So
I'm blushing for those that aren't joining us live.
I'm talking about the drink. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the drink as well. I'm talking about whatever Nick's doing. So I think he had a work thing. I thought it was a work thing.
I saw that at the store about 4 years ago. I used to love that as a kid. The Tang stuff. So I got this big thing of Tang scooped in there.
How was it? No.
Tang's gross, isn't it?
Not like I remembered as a kid. Because we used to drink it I don't
think we ever had it. I think I've had like once, and it was like,
oh, it was always around my grandparents' house. So growing up,
I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and hey, you got to drink healthy. Here's some Tang. Here's 4 scoops of sugar. Stir it, and you're gonna drink. That's vitamin C for you.
Some soda, the purple stuff, some Sunny D.
John, the retired guy, you don't know what you're talking about.
What do you say?
No idea.
Who's he talking about?
I assume
he's high already.
No, that's not true. I am tired.
I didn't drink a lot of soda growing up.
Yeah, you drank.
Yeah,
I drank Kool-Aid, Tang.
Yeah, Tang is not good. Randy says.
Unless they want to sponsor the show, then Tang is the best.
No, fuck you, Tang. I don't want Tang as a sponsor.
Okay, they're gonna give us $1 million each. You're gonna say no?
Oh, I mean, sure, I'll drink the fuck out of it.
All right, then shut the fuck up.
Randy's saying top. Did you guys have the bottles in your refrigerator growing up? I mean, like the glass bottles, right?
Of what?
Well, everything was
Pepsi,
glass.
Coke.
We didn't have it though. We had
really.
We had if we ever got soda, it was either the Mexican sodas. Because my dad would bring them home from his
John,
work.
are you hearing this guy over here? Like you call me out.
Literally, it was literally the drinks, the cherry drinks.
Okay, sure. Draw a line in the sand. I see.
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
We get drinks from Mexico. I grew up in San Diego.
Oh right, yeah. So, you had that like tunnel that went.
Yes, yeah. We had a tunnel that went straight to our house.
They just found another one, right?
Yeah,
like in the news.
It took me a while to dig it too. So I had to borrow one of Dan's shovels. So it was rough. But no, we didn't really have soda in our house, but the milk was in a bottle. Everything was in a bottle. It was glass. Everything was glass.
Growing up, Pepsi is what my dad drank, and it would be the larger kind of glass bottle, and I would go in there and just like drink, and then of course he would go to
someone
drink.
Please screenshot the last 7 seconds and have fun with that, please.
What?
You went like this. You went like, and then you came in. I'm not even gonna do it because I don't want to get screenshotted. You came in like this, and you're like,
I don't think Sherry's in the chat tonight, so there's no.
John can go back and do it for us.
No, John doesn't know how to do that.
John doesn't give a fuck. Anywho, well, it's good to see you, gentlemen. I thought for a hot second we weren't going to have a show this week.
Well, because Matt got confused.
Yeah. Wait, you guys was Raleigh this past weekend?
Yes, yeah. It was.
Oh,
yeah. Well, that's why I'm a little tired.
Okay.
You want to know what happened? What the show was? Okay.
Yeah, of course they do. Did you guys have a good time?
We had a blast. It was
I thought the best. Well, I didn't go Sunday because I had grandkids for like 7 straight days.
You actually like you did a really important duty for the Raleigh group.
Duty. I can't listen. I can't hear duty without doing the thing from Caddyshack.
Okay, couple key takeaways, Chris. So we did a baseball game at Raleigh Durham.
I saw the picture of Jack.
Yeah.
I had never been there before.
It was a fun place to be, fun place to hang out.
Of course, you wear your Padres gear.
Yeah. Actually, both here.
Was I the only one there wearing Padre gear?
Here we go. Here's a picture.
There was a guy with a Steve Garvey jersey, Padres jersey.
Both. I'm sharing a picture of Jay and Jack, both in their Padres gear. And there was a guy. I think you can actually see him in the upper left here. This guy right here with the black glasses. He came down and actually started talking to Jack.
Yeah, he was from Lakeside, California, where I used to.
He had a couple. He had a couple beers in him.
But there were, and then after we were leaving, there was some guy who used to live in San Diego, who Jay exchanged numbers with. I guess they have a group here in Raleigh. They're like 15 or 20 Padre fans. They meet at some bar and watch the Padre games.
That's awesome.
I'm like going, because the Padre, what is really
I lived here for 30 years. You didn't realize this? How long you been in Raleigh?
20 years.
20 years?
It'll be 20 years this June. It's Fernando Tatis Jr. factor. People want to, young fans want to be anyway. But actually, Matt and I, we sat there and had
this was my view. I got to look at Jack looking at the baseball field. It was a lot of fun.
I'm not really looking at the baseball field there.
No, you're not. You're actually looking at your grandchildren, which was even more enjoyable because I got to see Jack interacting with his grandkids.
Nice looking ballpark.
And
it's a fantastic looking ballpark.
We lucked out because it was supposed to rain that day, and then the clouds broke and it was sunny. It was actually it was a little too sunny at the.
It was because Matt and I we talked. I don't think I really watched the game. Matt and I talked most of the time.
We did.
There was a great the fun conversation was we were watching these old people walk around and we said, "Do you think Chris would kick his ass?" And we said, at one point Matt said, "No, he's he's old, but he's bigger than Chris."
Randy asked, "Does Raleigh have a Chargers watch group?" No, neither does San Diego.
If they do, they can go fuck themselves.
They have a first watch group though, and I got to experience the first watch group for the first time. It was a little cluster first. And just because there were so many people there at that time, and it took like forever to get food and waited on and what have you. But as I've experienced with the Raleigh meetups, you kind of just go. It's best to go with the flow. You're hanging out with these people. It's like I got to the meetup and everybody was kind of Casa Carbone. We'll start there. Friday night, Casa Carbone. Am I saying it right or am I saying it wrong?
It's Casa Carbone, I think.
Okay, well there you go. That's because I'm not from the
Casa. Definitely Casa.
Carabiner. Anyway, so you've
been there before.
I did. I have.
I've been there before,
and it's delicious. You've been there before, Chris.
Yeah.
It's so we're eating back there, and
I got to. Wasn't as good as it was last time, but I'll go ahead.
I got to hang out with Chip and Sarah Mims. That was a lot of fun.
Chip became Fabio.
Yeah, seriously.
Really?
His hair is great. His hair is like down to here. I go, Christ! I didn't know Fabio was going to be here.
How are the Mims doing?
Doing pretty good
in like 3 years.
I think he's found like this enlightenment. It got to talk to him
because he was sitting like
it was seriously like I felt like he had been on the road as like a California surfer for the last
it's awesome.
Well, because he's been living on the beach there too.
Yeah. So it's a rough life for.
I would.
They're retired. Dude.
Yeah, they sold their business.
Oh, they sold it.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Right before COVID, I got to he said 3 weeks later, deal wouldn't have gone through because of COVID.
Wow.
And that's how close.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really
we moved down to Wilmington.
They had a house. It's not. I don't think it's Wilmington.
Dan went out there, so I'm not sure if Chip and Sarah are okay. We need to still check in with them.
When did Dan go out there?
He went out there while everybody was at First Watch because apparently he has this like First Watch fight going on with them. So I stay out of it. I'm trying to be Switzerland here, but I am joining NATO.
Is Dan killing the environment one
What are you talking about? He's driving an eco-friendly.
He still drives. It's not an electric car.
Sure.
He drives everywhere. I mean, he was telling us when he had season tickets to the Twins. I go, I thought you lived in Wisconsin. He goes, oh, it was only 100 miles away. I go,
I know.
It's like miles one way. I go, he likes to drive. So there's a trail.
Fuck that.
You just gotta get his GPS and find out where the bodies are at.
Yeah.
It was fun riding out with Dan though. I got to color a Fireball Island image.
Oh, you drew that before?
I drew that actually on the way down. This is this really cool kind of. I didn't even take a picture of it, but Mandy won the Fireball Island competition. Mandy was a first time visitor. Mandy. Yeah, she's
was it Mandy from old school like Raleigh?
Mandy Billings.
Mandy
Billings. I think it's her last name.
Oh no! Oh, cool. Yeah,
so you've probably seen her name.
It's been a while since it's been a while since I've been on the old Facebook. I'm not on there at all. But there was another Mandy that was there, like going back like 10 years ago, like when Iceplex days. And her husband, I forgot her husband's name, but he rides bikes.
Oh yeah.
Chris. I think his name was Chris, right? Tattoos.
Did we allow? Because we already had.
Well, this was Mandy's first time for being at Raleigh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a limit on how many Chris's you can have.
Yeah, that's why I skipped out this year.
Okay.
Mandy Billings. Yeah, I know who Mandy is. I know her from the Facebook group. It's been a while since I've been on Facebook.
John was there.
John was there. John was at the.
John. I miss John.
I told John. I said, this is kind of crazy in this Durham Bulls. You know how many people are here because you're used to going to Cincinnati games.
Oh man,
I'm going to Red Sox game on Sunday as part of my daughter's school, like PTO.
That's on my bucket. It's on my bucket list.
Come on up, man. I'll take you whenever you want to go. If you want to come up here, we'll make it happen.
After doing the baseball park experience, I could see why people would just want to travel around and go see all of the different parks because each park has its own feel and vibe.
Fenway is the most uncomfortable, beautiful ballpark there is.
I like how you put uncomfortable first.
It's awful. Like it's absolute shit. Like you can be sitting there in $100 seats and have to you can sit down and then have to do this the entire game to watch baseball.
That's how it used to be with the Padres.
That's how it still is in Boston.
Because the seats were the best seats were like this, but you're like this the whole time going.
Yeah,
but
I looked at the weather report, and unfortunately, it's gonna be fucking 98 degrees and
that's
no
nice.
Clouds. But thankfully, our seats are actually under the grandstand, so we'll
nice.
Rest it from the sun.
Did you see the guy that caught 2 home run balls in the same inning?
No,
I did a video on it. He caught. There were 5 home runs in the second inning by the Astros against the Red Sox. He caught 2 of them, and the funny thing is, there was a guy there in that outfit on the Green Monster. They have the new seats up there.
Yeah, they've been up there for like 20 years now.
Well, either way, but they're sitting up there, and the guy caught 2 balls, and I made fun of this one guy in a green hoodie. I said, and then he, of course, watched the video and said that was me. I go, okay, I was just teasing.
That's funny. Yeah, so I've actually never sat up there for a game.
It looks
I've gone up there.
Place. I mean, I guess you could throw someone off it's 17 feet high if you got pissed.
Yeah, but it's higher.
That's where your mind goes.
How tall is a Green Monster? How tall is the?
I thought it was 17 feet.
Monster. It's 37 feet.
37 feet. Okay, that's right. I knew
it's pretty high.
Definitely.
I knew there was a 7. Well, yeah, it's funny because Durham,
especially if they're old, Chris.
Durham,
and you get one of your buddies, and it's just like whoop.
Durham's Field they have their own little Green Monster wall. Because there's only 303 down the left field line. That's what they call it in Fenway.
Mm.
The Monster.
The Monster Kid. So I've never been up there for a game, but if you do make your way up here,
if you do,
and I did this with Ralph and Stevie when they came out, and Illyrio. I think I took Illyrio.
You took a Canadian.
I might have. I can't remember. This is a long time ago. This is like before kids.
Is this before you guys got in that argument over
having kids?
What's Chara's hit?
Oh shit!
Twitter.
I think that he still hates me for Chara's hit. Fuck.
That's before my time.
Bringing back some memories there.
That was like 10 years ago, and I finally jumped in and say, "Hey, I will pull this Twitter conversation over."
Dude, he wanted like people from Montreal wanted like Chara arrested.
It like I said, it was a vicious hit. But it was a hockey hit. What are you going to do?
It's a hockey hit. It's just part of the game. It's just unfortunately almost
died. Petition.
It is what it is. No, but what was I saying? Oh yeah. So if you do end up coming up,
if you do,
the Fenway Park tour is pretty great. It's actually a really good time. But the only thing that sucks is that they don't do the tours during homestands. Huh. So you wouldn't be able to catch a game, but you'd be able to do a tour unless you were here for long enough to do both.
Yeah, I want to go up there, but I'll say this: the Durham Bulls hot dogs are better than the Pittsburgh Pirate hot dogs.
I just wanted a sausage. I walked.
You want that sausage?
I did. I wanted
to get a good sausage in Boston, man. I'll tell you.
Well, it was a brat that I wanted.
You wanted a brat, yeah.
But basically, they had these little windows there. It was like you could get pizza at this one. You could get. They had 5 hot dog places, and then they had like 2 hamburger places, a barbecue place up top, and finally I just got a food truck quesadilla, which was delicious. So,
well, that's just it. So, like the best food, the best sausage at Fenway is street meat. Out in Lansdowne Street, getting from the carts.
Street meat.
Yeah, street meat.
Street meat.
Yeah, that's is that not a common term?
Can you get arrested for?
Well, that's what they used to call me back in the day.
No, because the vendors outside with their push carts and hot dogs and sausages.
Good time. You want some street meat?
They often push themselves out in front of the club. So when you come out of a club,
they do
push in the morning.
They push themselves out. Yeah,
they push themselves out there, and you get yourself a sausage at 2:00 in the morning when you come out of the club.
Sometimes they call it like a. But okay, anyway, I have to mention John's comment here. John says, I have to hand it to the J&J crew. The Durham game is in the top 10 life experiences. So effing cool, and not related to the fact that he probably, had some.
That was all Colleen.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
No, it really is. It is.
I didn't do anything.
That's awesome.
And Jay says he didn't do anything. Like I said, I was just looking for, because people have been, you haven't been to Durham Bull Stadium yet? I go, no, not yet. I've been to Zebulon. I've been to.
They won. It wasn't like a flashy.
Well, the best
game.
thing is we had like, I don't want to say private seats, but they were.
It was like table seats.
Table seats, and you could.
Yeah.
The
so
kids could run around, because my grandson kept running over. I go, you gonna play baseball? He goes, yeah. He's like 2.5, and I said, okay, you're gonna build, when you make it rich, you're gonna buy Papa a house? Yeah.
Awesome.
Now I know it's gonna happen when he does make it. He's gonna be, I don't remember saying
that. Who's this guy?
Yeah, fuck you, old man.
I have it on recording, kid. Said when you were gonna make it big.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Anybody get embarrassingly fucked up?
I don't want to say got, but
I mean, fucking spill the stories. Fuck disclosure. Like,
you mean
who got banged up
at the game?
No. That was later. Fireball Island. I think there was some edibles involved and some alcohol.
I did hear the edible story that Saturday night it was more edibles than it was.
There was a lot,
and I heard Jay even had one.
Yep. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna give him a timeout. It's okay. You can.
Okay.
Well,
that's
he's a grown ass man. Like he can do what he wants.
Did you have an edible?
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Everybody had a good time. There was a lot of on Sunday night. I have to say there was a.
I heard some stories about John.
Randy, yes, broadcasted a whole weekend recap.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. Then people can go listen to that shit over there. Then we don't have to go.
I just wanted to mention one other thing that not everybody got to experience, but it was really cool. On Sunday night, the lunar eclipse happened, and we were all outside on lawn chairs and what have you, watching the eclipse happen. And
that's pretty cool.
That was there.
How can you see it at Jay's house?
We moved them out to basically where the cars would park. Kind of.
Oh, is that where Jay was leading a tour or something like that?
No, that was so. Yeah, Jay at some point did a nature tour throughout the area there.
Have you ever seen trees?
he actually did a quiz too, but
this is a deciduous. And,
okay, John, I didn't want to talk to everybody about but
actually, John, I wasn't there, but I know the story, so it's okay.
I think John actually had a similar shower experience to Jack.
Oh, you get too high and realize that he was like, a 4-hour shower. Was literally
I think maybe
minutes.
Angie got in the shower and was in there for a long time, or maybe that got him amorous. But apparently, there was a lot of
that got him amorous. Who the fuck says that?
People.
I mean, he himself just said he was boning Angie.
Okay, I was trying to be a little bit more. I was trying to.
I'm trying to keep it classy.
Yeah. Okay.
Randy's like broadcasted a whole weekend recap.
Yeah, we don't think we have to go into it again.
Okay, the lunar eclipse was really
well.
Cool.
Whose recap was better, Randy?
It doesn't matter. It's not a pissing contest.
It is a pissing contest.
No,
I wasn't even fucking there.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's
funny. It's funny. Go ahead, Matt.
There you go. Take your bows there, John. I would have loved to have joined you all. However, it just wasn't in the cards. Happened at my wife's birthday weekend, so that would have been a real bad call.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm. But I tried to watch that the Red Moon thing, but it was a little too cloudy and overcast here. So
I didn't even know what was going on. At that point, I was so tired.
Well, at first it started kind of with a dark shadow, and then eventually there's just like a sliver of the moon left, and then it's completely covered, and then it's kind of more of a reddish kind of, and then it shifted into an even darker area. Yeah, because there's the penumbra, and then there's the umbra. So there's the because the Earth is such a big shadow, it's like the outer part of the shadow is a lighter area. But then
did my camera just change?
It did.
It seemed like it.
It did get freaky.
Getting a little freaky.
John, the retired guy, thinks that we should distinguish between the 3-letter John and the 4-letter John. I think whoever's listening to this should think it could be
figure it out. Use context clues. That's cool.
What John are we talking about? Are we talking about? Well, it could be the toilet John too, right?
The John that was in Raleigh for the weekend. So
John that was in Raleigh.
Yeah.
John Law. What do you think?
John Loblaw.
Johnny Law.
That's Bob Loblaw.
Johnny Law.
Oh, there he goes. I agree. Just call him Glorious. That's fair.
Glorious.
Okay.
I had a great. Go ahead.
I do miss some of these folks. I mean, actually, all of them. But I haven't been a part of any of these people in a long time.
You don't have to kiss ass.
I don't. Like John hasn't been with us consistently in the chat but the last 2 or 3 weeks he's been here, and now I'm getting nostalgic.
Well, it's funny. It's I don't see John for like 2 years, and you talk to. It's like
you never separated.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep talking. Like
for
Dennis,
sure.
We had a great conversation with Dennis. It was me, Matt, and Dennis were talking during the game. Like I said, I probably watched like 2 innings of the game. Most of the time it was just Matt and I talk
bullshit.
Yeah. Bullshit back and forth.
I mean, that's like the whole weekend is just talking and catching up with different people.
I did find it funny. There was a. By the trash can, there was this table, like a metal table.
Oh yeah, it was like a metal off.
Yeah, and my youngest grandson, who should be wrapped in bubble wrap, he smacks his head he took 45 times a game.
One on the noggin there,
and he just smacked his head. And then, but it's funny that the next day we get a picture of the ear. I'm like going, well, I don't remember him having a bruise like that. Well, it turns out it was Ava. She hit it too, and I go.
Oh,
well, I don't remember her hitting it. And she goes, well, she didn't cry. I go, shots fired.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was
well,
nice.
She wasn't a huge pussy about the whole thing.
I didn't want to say that, but it was like, oh my God.
Fuck.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because Michael David was there, and he was doing.
God damn, the band was back together.
And Jamie was there, and Jamie's been running.
They ran a marathon.
Marathon.
They ran. Okay, half marathon.
And it's funny.
Aaron as well.
Aaron
ran.
I said,
wait,
Jamie's
Coach Hill did a half marathon.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's awesome.
Yeah, I witnessed them spilling out of the car at the hotel.
Well, Aaron,
he's been training like a motherfucker, hasn't he? Like the last few years, Coach Hill has.
Yeah. Well, Aaron's dating Michael David, right? Or at least,
what?
Am I right? Maybe you should not say that. Anyway, it's funny because she goes, oh, by the way, I'm Aaron, and he goes, oh, I always forget to introduce people. Anyway, maybe I should. We'll edit that part out.
Good one. No, we won't. So hold on, rewind here. So last I checked, Coach Hill was doing like 5Ks and getting pretty stoked about it. So now he's up to half marathons.
And I said, I hear you got Jamie's
not
gonna do it.
He goes the hills. Ironically,
he goes, he wasn't gonna do it, but I called him a pussy, so he did it anyway.
Well done. Okay, I fucking couldn't do that.
And Jamie and Michael David are two of the people. It's like you haven't seen them in years, but you just start.
Yeah, it's like game on.
Look, I don't know the situation there, but I just saw them all spilling out of the car, and Aaron was like, looks straight at me, and she's like, "Oh, great people," and I was just like, "I'm sorry, I'll look away. I'm not going to take your picture." Like. Because they were all tired. They were all exhausted from.
Did she say Soylent Green people?
It was. I empathize with the fact that
Soylent Green is people.
No, it would have nothing.
I would love to see Coach Hill and all those fucks.
And all of those fucks. You can quote Chris on that.
I mean, I mean that in the most loving way possible.
Hey, you know what we have to do before we forget, because Nick's
go back and edit out that part where I may have spilled the beans.
Oh, hey, Kim's joining us. How was that boning over the weekend?
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're mixing up the Johns.
Before Ava Rose was. What's funny though, because Hayden kept coming over and talking to me, but Ava kept looking at Matt and going, no. I'm not going over to Papa.
I was the unusual. Mm-hmm.
You were just the new guy. So.
Yeah, but who was hanging out with us though?
Hayden,
but he warmed up to me though. He was looking at me. They're different. He's just, hey, how's it going? And Ava's kind of, she takes a while to warm up to people. She didn't talk to Jay for like the first 2 years of her life. Well, it was nice though meeting your daughters as well, because like I've seen them on Christmas cards and stuff like that, and and I've heard you talk about them.
And there's another one on the way, and I can never remember the kid's name. It's Ashton, but I keep calling him. What's your kid gonna? Because they're staying. She's actually stayed here the last 2 nights, and I go, "What's your kid gonna?" I go, "I don't remember." She goes, "How can you not remember the name?" I go, "I don't know. I can't remember the name. 4 grandkids is enough. I'm supposed to remember 5 now." Come on.
And birthdays too.
And I don't do the birthdays.
See what you do is you use your Apple Calendar and you just put them all in there. And so that way
I use my wife. She can tell me.
My wife.
She can tell me when the birthdays are.
Okay. We went to a flea market and they had deodorant.
That's such a fucking Jay thing to do.
Jay didn't actually take us, but he met us there.
Of
course he did.
And what's up?
Yeah, deodorant.
No, I just was making fun of like the random shit that was for sale there.
Oh, because a lot of people don't.
It was like the knockoff Legos, the like random like perfumes, the like, hey, this is my household. This is like a garage sale, and I get it, like that's a thing. So it's a very southern kind of thing.
Well, Jay's going there to look for that one because he likes to go to estate sales and people don't know what they have.
Oh, okay.
So he can rip them off. Well, not.
Tell us how you really think.
That's it.
I don't want to say it that way. He wants to get a bargain,
turn a profit.
Well, be honest.
He wants to fuck people over and make money. That's commerce, dude.
If I found say this Coke bottle was worth $4 million and they were selling for a dime. okay. I might up it to 20 cents. That's just kind of guy I
am. Jamie and I, we were walking through the flea market. This was an unusual moment where we stop in this like cars area because we're like, oh, toys, but it's all cars, and it's cool, but we're just in the group, but we kind of like we kind of splintered off, into this like little booth, as the rest of the group keeps going. Anyway, so this kid, I mean, he had to have been like 19 trying to be 25. I don't know, maybe he was 24 but really 30. But I could not believe this kid was into Knight Rider so much. Like he knew as much about Knight Rider as I know about Star Wars. And I was
the
like,
new one,
all of Knight Rider.
No,
it doesn't matter. He knew how many models they made of and what happened to certain cars if they were destroyed and how many I was like, holy shit. So I just walked into him.
So you did you ask him, have you ever been laid?
Yeah.
I'm right.
I think that answer is no. I'm pretty sure.
Was he like Michael Knight was the best driver ever?
He had this mustache that was not a mustache. Oh. It was so funny.
Was it a butt hair mustache?
This kid, and
that's what we used to say back in the day when someone.
I want to describe him more, but
I have a cigarette behind his ear.
I want to describe him more, but I feel like.
Did you think Kit was amazing? I loved him.
So anyway, that was. I think I've covered enough things. Oh, Jay has a Star Wars video game, Chris.
Of course he does.
Old school Star Wars, old school Empire Strikes Back with the lines, and then Return of the Jedi from like the 83.
See, and, here's my disconnect with that, right? Like I get the nostalgia factor, I get all that shit, but like I have no interest in playing old video games. Like I know that's a thing for a lot of people, but like I wouldn't give two fucks about like an arcade game from 1985. Or
are you shitting on Nick right now because he's listening to this? And
that's fine, but like I just
get his systems.
As someone who's a gamer, like I couldn't sit there and like play like Nintendo anymore. Like I ended up buying one of those like those throwback consoles when they first came out, like the Nintendo the miniature version of it, and I was like super excited about it, and then I plugged it in. I'm like, this fucking sucks. Like these games are terrible.
I love the arcade feature. I'm standing there with the thing,
like an actual cabinet.
Well, it's a cabinet.
Yeah,
and
but the game is from 1984, right?
Sure.
But see, I find no attraction to that whatsoever. I think
it's
cool.
at Jay's house, so I just get to visit it.
I have the old arcade. It's it has Atari, Centipede, and stuff. And I'll get into Centipede. Just keep playing.
See, that's different, Jack. So like Centipede and like that's I put that in the same category as Tetris. No matter what console generation you're playing, you'll pick up the sticks and play Tetris. Centipede's the same way. Galaga maybe even if you want to play.
He's got a tabletop in his Pac-Man, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, fair.
So
Pac-Man. And the tabletop is nostalgic from like pizza places.
Oh yeah,
and
that was a Kool-Aid Man reference.
See, if I was going to get things, I would get the old pinball games before they went computerized.
Oh,
yeah.
Because I don't like I've never liked the computerized one. I like the old, like the Frogger one.
Are you laughing at which John?
I'm laughing at Glorious.
Glorious there.
Hey, Boston, old video games are like Viagra. If you don't really need it, it makes it extra special.
Anyway, at this time it is take a commercial break.
There it is.
I think you wanted to take one earlier, but we kind of
I watched a show. I finished a series that I don't know if I talked about it last week or not, but I think I started a couple weeks ago and I just finished it recently. But I started watching We Crashed on Apple TV. You guys familiar with the show? We Crashed.
We're getting Apple TV again in about a week.
So.
You got it. Jack's going to be going through like catching up.
So nice. We Crashed is a limited series, like a one season and done show about Wework.
We as in what are we talking about?
The company Wework.
You mean the video game?
Nope, the company Wework. I'll say it a third time. It's a show about the fucking company.
Wait, didn't Jay used to
Wework?
He
did.
Jay used to work?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I know the name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the show is about Wework, the company.
I thought it was about like really tiny people working.
No, do they have a scene with this geeky kid goes to flea markets and buys old toys?
So it's a phenomenal show. Jared Leto plays the Adam Newman, the CEO of WeWork. What's her name?
Is he pretty?
Gorgeous.
I'm an Irish little leprechaun, and I do WeWork.
Anne Hathaway plays his girlfriend / wife in the movie. Or show rather, but it's actually a really, really good series. So a quick rundown: Adam Newman, who's played by Jared Leto, is a serial entrepreneur, and he's always just trying to create whatever. And he created this company called WeWork, which was, when was it called shared workspaces started popping up everywhere.
Right, that's what I knew they did something, but I couldn't remember.
And he kind of took a different spin on it, and he made it like this crazy, like fraternal atmosphere, and they had crazy, super fast, hyper expansion, and it was all about how we would manipulate his way to get to the top of getting investors to come in and scoop up real estate and this, that, and the other. And the show's called We Crash because the company fucking bombed towards the end. But the show is fantastic. I highly recommend it. I mean, Jared Leto, first of all, like, dude's fucking wild. Like, that guy is a really good actor. I never really gave him credit.
Wacky.
Yeah, wacky, and he's a method actor. So I know he got into like real heavy into method acting for this particular show. Like, his cast members didn't know him as
I'm a
Jared
method
Leto
podcaster.
Yeah, but anyways, I highly recommend if you're looking for stuff to throw onto your list of, hey, maybe I'll give that a shot. Check it out. It's a really good show.
I will do that.
Then give Tim, give one of these guys credit for it, Nick or Matt.
Well, if I like it,
yeah.
I'm not gonna give credit. I'm not gonna tarnish Matt and Nick's good name on a bad show. Right? If it's terrible, I'll give you full credit.
Terrible.
Cool.
Terrible.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Oh, my air conditioning is starting.
You make one Ted Lasso joke and Chris never gets over it.
Never gets over it. I mean, it's like you trained to spell check. I'm trying to remember what I've watched, like, ever since I got back from Raleigh, like, because while I was there, I got like very, very little sleep, and really I was fine. It was only when I got back that it's just like, as soon as it hits 9 o'clock, I'm out. I'm just, my body's catching up.
We've been watching, Cindy and I have been watching the Offer, which is the Godfather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
it's really good. Tonight I thought was the best episode because it was like the Godfather. And the girl from Ted Lasso who plays, what's the grumpy soccer player's name?
Oh,
why am I drawing a blank on that?
Yeah, it's like
he played Kent.
Roy,
yeah. Roy Kent.
Roy Kent.
She plays the girlfriend, right? And so Cindy's watching the things afterwards. She goes, "Oh, she's British." I go, "Well, she's in Ted Lasso." She goes, "Oh, I didn't know if that was her real." Accent. I go. Okay.
I think it goes I think it goes one way, not the other way. Like, more likely, British people are going to do American accents
because British people are stealing American jobs, and we just don't care.
We're just talk smart to us.
Yeah, just do your fake accent, and I'm a good actor and all that.
I'm sure British people could come over here and grift really easily. Like, they could grift their way into society. I think that's what that Netflix show is about. The making Anna, or reinventing Anna. It's basically just like she's got this like European accent. And she just kind of waltzes her way into rich people's lives.
I think it started with Band of Brothers because. It wasn't until after I watched the making of Brandon, I go, wait, are there any Americans in this movie, in this show? Because most of them are British. But, who cares if they're taking American jobs? That's it. Who am I? Who am I to complain? But no, if you haven't seen The Offer, I know some people didn't like it at first, but I find it fascinating because
you're saying stick with it. Like,
I like
what network is it on?
It's on Paramount Plus.
No, that's why.
Because if you like The Godfather, I know some people say it was before I was born. If you like The Godfather as one of the best movies ever made, the making of it, it's basically telling you how it was made.
One of the best movies ever made. Second only to Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, okay. But it's one of the best movies ever made, and how it almost never got made because it was so fucking complicated to get made. And it's I find it an amazing story. But that I did finish Ozark. And I'm right there with a lot. I think Dennis didn't like the ending, if I remember correctly, and Nick didn't really like the ending. I'll just say this. I don't want to spoil anyone. The show Ozark. Have you seen it, Chris?
No.
Didn't Dennis say something like if you had he made some comment that was pretty critical of like saying if you had people guessing the ending, like it was so it was computer generated. Maybe he said like AI computer generated.
I'll say this: it was a lazy ending.
Okay, maybe that's
to me they took the easy way out.
Okay,
and I think John, the retired UPS guy, liked it because he likes Laura Linney.
Now there were two shows.
Her acting, I mean, she's a but her character in the show is unlikable. She's probably I put her in the top. I put her in the top 10 unlikable characters in the history of television.
Wow.
But it's Laura Linney, and she's a fantastic actress.
That says a lot, though. I mean, like acting chops wise, to say, okay, I'm going to swing for the fences of like the Walter White of women.
Walter White, I don't.
I'm not by the end. No. I mean, we can talk about this because Nick's not here. And
Laura Linney, I didn't like. I didn't like her from the start.
I'm kidding, Nick. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but
he's gonna come back with a list of like.
He's never seen it, but I didn't hate Walter White. I understood what he was going through. There
were some things that he did that were just basically like downright unforgivable. I feel
they were. I mean, he did because he was Breaking Bad.
He broke it.
So what's her name?
She's alive.
I watched Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I did.
So Sherry's calling you out. She watched Godfather.
I watched an episode and a half. I watched one and a half.
Someone didn't watch the Lord of the Rings.
I have watched Lord of the Rings. That's not true. That's.
But you haven't finished the Lord of the Rings. You haven't finished.
I finished it.
It is a journey.
It was fine.
I think in order to do it properly, you have to start from the beginning, go all the way through the first one, watching the baseball. I watched
the first one,
and then you start off with the second. Well, you're going to jump into the second one. You're not going to know what's going on.
At least The Godfather had an ending.
This has an ending.
The first one does not have an ending.
It does.
You got Frodo and whatever, and Rudy sitting at the top going.
Frodo and Rudy.
Looking out, going. I go, wait, that's it? I sat here for 3.5 hours. That's it?
He's a Goonie, man. Okay.
John, the retired guy. Am I the only one that finds The Godfather boring? Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's a fucking boring movie, but it's good. Like it can be boring, but be good. Like it's not your traditional storytelling at all.
Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday.
It's slow as fuck. It's slow as fuck. So no, it is slow. Yeah, it's a slow movie.
Okay, but see, I think there's a different pacing of movies at different times and eras, right? Like that movie is paced.
I'm not holding against that. I think
like
it's a fucking fantastic
an epic movie like
boring.
let's say well, like How the West Was Won, right? Like that's like a long movie, right?
You're talking about the TV show or the movie?
The movie.
Okay.
There was like a bunch of westerns like that. Like
there was a TV show. Well, okay. 310 to Yuma is the same way.
Well, Sherry is basically calling you out again. Lord of the Rings was based on the camaraderies of men in the military, and I think it. Until you've seen Helm's Deep, you really haven't lived.
Time out. let's say Band of Brothers was based on real people. And Lord of the Rings was based on CGI. Okay, there we go. No, okay. I'm done.
All right, to move on. Speaking of CGI and looking really fucking stupid, have you seen the trailer for She-Hulk?
No, I have not.
It looks fucking terrible.
Oh, no.
Like, it looks awful.
Really?
I think Moon Knight potentially could get dethroned from my least favorite.
Moon Knight Graham?
It looks fucking bad. Like, they have to... they gotta, like... I don't know if they have to go back and do like Sonic the Hedgehog this shit and like redo it, but man, it looks terrible. And maybe I'm the only one saying that, but like
I haven't seen the previews for it.
I have not seen the previews for it. I like to be surprised, you know.
It looks not good.
You're going to be surprised in a whole new light, Matt.
I am going to go see Downton Abbey this Saturday.
That's cool. Next.
And
I'd rather see She-Hulk
and Top Gun the following week.
Oh yeah,
you know I rewatched Top Gun, and I told Cindy, I go, she goes, "What were you watching last night?" I go, "Top Gun." She goes, "You didn't wait for me." I go, "When did you say you wanted to watch it?" She goes, "Well, we're gonna go see it in a couple weeks." I go, "Okay, when did you say you wanted to?" She goes, "Well, I want to refresh myself." I go, "Okay, it's Tom Cruise, Top Gun, blah blah blah." I did watch it, but I cut out all the Kelly McGillis parts for the most part, the love story part. Because
that's the best part.
It's the worst part of the movie. I don't know why. I know why they did it because you had to. I don't know.
Because if you don't do it, then there's maybe more of a romantic thing going on between the men.
It did shorten the movie by quite a bit. But I was like going, I don't need to see this part. But it's funny that if Tom Cruise, I think we talked about this before. He could have been on Lost. Every movie has daddy issues. His dad was divorced. His dad was this. His dad was that. And
now we know that what was it? Michael Keaton was going to be cast as Jack, and he was going to be killed in the pilot of Lost, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, how baller would that have been? J.J. Abrams pulling in Tom Cruise to.
I think so.
I think that was before J.J. Abrams and Tom Cruise had met up with Mission Impossible 3.
So, interesting tangents and connections to this right now. So, the show I watched, We Crashed, one of the actors in that show is Anthony Edwards.
Really?
From Top Gun. And
he has no hair because of Top Gun. He has hair.
And did you know, I think we probably said this before, but Top Gun has filmed more footage than the entirety of the Lord of the Rings movies footage that was filmed.
You know, it's a better movie.
Hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage was filmed for this upcoming Top Gun movie. And it was actually more film footage than was taken for the entire series of Lord of the Rings.
And wow. Maybe do you think they're going to actually do a second? Or maybe like use this footage as kind of like now we have a ride at Universal, you know?
Bingo.
I am dangerous ice.
Man. I am stoked for this movie. I got my tickets.
I gotta be honest though. I think I've been saying, like, every time we record, Jay and I record, we go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I'd go hard right. I think it's hard bank.
Oh,
okay.
I could be wrong, but I go, did he just say hard bank? Have I been saying this wrong for 50 years?
Probably.
Hard right. It's hard bank. I think it's hard bank.
Wow.
So anyway, and I know you had it rough because Pete Mitchell was your dad. And then you get the whole part where Tom Skerritt goes, what I'm about to tell you is classified. If it gets out, I could lose my job. I could be fired or sent to jail. I don't understand what Pete Mitchell did was so wrong. I don't get the whole
daddy issues.
But what did he do was so wrong? He fought to save his fellow pilots.
Yeah.
Why is that such a bad thing? It's not like he took the jet to Russia and landed it and said, "Here."
So
that would have been more devastating.
Jack, let me get your prediction. Like, what do you think this upcoming Top Gun film? Do you think it's gonna be good? Do you think it's gonna be amazing?
I think
do you think it's gonna be a letdown?
I think it's been so long. I don't think it can be a letdown. Right?
Fair.
if they have the same, I think it's going to use the same formula. I think it's Goose, right? His son is going to go to Top Gun, and I think he's going to be a pilot, and I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder because Maverick killed his dad.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the plot.
That's the plot, right? So I'm like going. I think it's. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm really because when I was watching it, I go, God, these fighting scenes are really, and the dog fights are really. But the actors were so good in the original one. Goose, Anthony Edwards was perfect as Goose.
Is awesome.
I still like to say when when Maverick disengages, God damn it, Maverick at the final gunfight, where he says, talk to me, Goose, talk to me, Goose. I think he should. Anthony Edwards said, fuck off, you killed me. I think that would have been a better scene, but will they have Meg Ryan in it? That's the question.
Oh, you can just check IMDb.
Why Meg Ryan?
I don't want to cheat.
Oh, whatever.
She was in the original one.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was. Huh? I forgot about that.
She's probably gonna be in it.
So yeah. I mean, if you're going back to Goose's story, you got to have her in it. Yeah. So whether or not
you don't have Kelly McGillis is not going to be in it. Jennifer Connelly's in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
He's gonna go. You never close your eyes anymore.
I hope that they don't.
That loving feeling. What?
Yeah.
What
Ed
song?
Harris. Val Kilmer's gonna be in it. Jennifer Connelly.
It's funny when I watched it the first time, you're like going. I think we talked about this before. It's like you're like Val Kilmer. Iceman was an ass, but he was. You look back, he was right. He was the.
Yeah.
He was the dude. He was the right.
Well, we have a couple emails to get to before we wrap things up tonight. So we're not.
I didn't get to talk about poop though. Can I talk about poop for a second?
You said you wanted to keep it shorter.
I know, but this is a quick story.
Not Chris. I'm always shitting on Chris and putting him
after
the
the Durham Bowl
actually Jack. Jack wanted
the Durham Bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
We took the Glaffelder boys home, and I'm always saying poop this, poop that, poop this. And they asked me, they go, Papa, why do you like poop so much? I go, because I call them poop heads and all that stuff. I go, I love poop. I love the smell of poop. Poop, I could smell poop all day long. If I could eat it, I would eat poop. This is what I'm saying all the way home.
This is great.
And
this
so the
is
next
a really great way to end the show.
Wait. Mm-hmm. So the next day, Alex is on the toilet, and he goes, Papa, you gotta come smell my poop. Does it stink? Do you like this? I go, this is the best poop I've ever smelled, Alex. This is because Cindy looks at me. I go, what? And she goes,
that's sadistically fucking adorable.
I go, you made such a big deal about the poop. You have to. I go, oh, that is the best poop I've ever smelled in my life.
That's
awful.
You're setting yourself up though for another couple years of like, Papa,
smell my poop.
Now, just to bring it back to the Raleigh meetup, and good Raleigh stories. I remember at one point being in, where were we? I think I must have been writing with Dan. Maybe JP was there, and I feel like we were doing a long, and maybe who else was there? Sorry, it all blurs together.
Cool story, bro.
we started.
Nobody interrupted my story, but my story was better, wasn't it?
We started going into a very long diatribe of when you're sliding into first and you feel something burst.
Diarrhea.
I know it was JP because he started it, and we were in the back seat of.
What is second?
When you're sliding into second and you're feeling.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck is it? And you slide into third. It's clearly a juicy turd. And when you're coming home, you're feeling some hot foam. But what is second? Can someone in the chat please finish that? When you're sliding into second, what is it?
You're kissing poop, right?
Miami Mike in the chat does say, wait until Jack's next birthday when he gets a box of poop from his grandkids.
Well,
I want to make this happen. I want to make sure that it's.
Finally, I would get something.
I did ask you point blank with your grandchildren there, like, didn't I? About like letting him.
You said, would you let him paint with poop? I go, if he wants to. I'm not a dick.
You did not say that.
I said I'm not a fucking asshole. I'm not I'm not a dictator. You can't paint with poop. You're an artist? No. You're only an artist if you paint with paint.
Jack. So
John, the retired guy, says, I think we can get a more accurate account if we just listen to the broadcast.
No, they weren't there for that part. So they didn't give a shit about it.
No, they weren't. They weren't in my car. Oh, for the diarrhea part.
Oh, yeah, and they'll probably discuss the Cards Against Humanity because that tends to be.
That game has got to fucking go. Like honestly, no.
Wow.
I mean, I haven't played with you guys since the last time I was in Raleigh, but like we have it here, and like every fucking time we get together with groups of people, we'll play Cards Against Humanity. Like, no, I don't fucking want to play that game anymore. We gotta get something new.
Plus, it lasts forever.
Oh yeah, it's so fucking long. It's a buzz killer.
I'm just not that person, so I don't.
Like, because everybody knows all the fucking cards. We've played it so many goddamn times. But anywho,
well, there you go. There is what Chris feels about it, and that is your report on Cards Against Humanity.
2010 called. They want their cool shit back.
Okay. Well, I won't even go into who won. So, but
sorry, this has nothing to do with the fucking Raleigh trip.
One,
like, right? I wasn't even there.
There you go. That's the king and the queen of the.
It was a team thing, right?
Yeah, they did teams, and again,
I just saw you standing in the back, just like you were like the wallflower.
I kept hovering around.
You weren't playing, so you were.
No, I didn't.
Someone asked you to you were waiting for someone to ask you to dance, and you're like, no one will ask me to dance. I'm a wallflower.
No, Ro. I helped Ro and Mandy. They were on a team, and I came over.
I didn't see you helping anybody.
All right, you weren't even fucking.
I saw pictures. I saw photos.
You saw photos, but the photo you saw was from the first part, the beginning part.
I will say this though. I forgot to mention this when Matt, because you guys all arrived at once. I mean, it was like 30 people came walking in the restaurant at once, and when everyone saw Matt, they go, "Is he wearing jeans?"
What was I wearing? Was I wearing fucking jeans?
And at one point I said, "Forever in blue jeans," and everyone started laughing.
Everybody did laugh. They laughed at me. And it was
so really... it wasn't brought up by me, but people said, "Hey, is Matt wearing his jeans?"
Yeah, sure.
He pops up and just puts like a little, like a sled saucer on his chair and props himself up.
He came in with jeans and a jacket. He goes, "I thought it was supposed to snow this weekend in Raleigh."
At least my friends that I had at Raleigh never made fun of me.
Oh, Matt, come on. They were all laughing.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a great time with Matt sitting there talking. That
was awesome. That was awesome, Jack. That was like one of my favorite parts. So, again,
except when Dan came over and stood behind us, I'm like going, okay.
Oh, that was so creepy.
Does he have a knife?
I'm joking, Dan.
No, I'm not joking. I was worried.
Dan and I got really loopy. I about busted a gut. I was laughing. I was laughing so hard in the car ride up, and I wrote a random review for Get Wet Marine. It makes no sense. It's completely non sequitur, but it was hilarious in that moment. And so that was a lot of fun. So thanks, Dan. Thanks for and Dan and I always stop and look at waterfalls and take pictures and get outside.
Don't go chasing water.
Okay, I shall get to the emails.
Is it the same waterfall you guys always stop at?
No, we found new waterfalls this time.
Oh, Sherry, good one. When you're sliding into two and your pants are filled with goo, that's diarrhea. Nice.
Oh.
I fucking never knew.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because
when you're sliding into two and your pants are filled with goo. That's diet. I never knew that. I'm gonna have that tattooed.
That's weird
on my butt.
Cool.
No.
All right, time for emails.
Go to the doctor's. What's wrong with you? Let's pull back.
We have a couple. We have a couple emails.
A couple emails. Let's hear them.
Yeah. Wait, are they from Randy?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. All right. First, we have Liliana. She writes in and she says, "My RCAD sweatshirt arrived. Hi guys, I received my RCAD sweatshirt yesterday, and it made me so happy. See below."
I didn't know we had those.
So I thought I'd write to show
It's a nice shirt.
Fuck. I want one.
I hope you had a great time at the Raleigh Meet-Up and that we get to hear some funny stories. I don't know if they were funny about it soon. I also wanted to add a show to the top to watch list. The new season just dropped in Netflix and it is excellent. It's called Working Moms. Super funny. Okay.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch that.
I have watched, I think the first two seasons. I want to get caught up on it. I have watched Working Moms. It is really funny and very brazen. They are not afraid to just put it all out there. So, and go there. And
that's a win. I didn't know we had swag.
I didn't know. I thought we just had like a bumper sticker or something.
Well, and check out Liliana is taking a picture in front of a windmill. So a windmill, if you prefer.
She's the one that sent the house, right? That was something wrong with the house.
Yeah, she's one of our European listeners. I'm shocked. So
that is a great sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's really
I'm not just trying to get people to go buy it.
Like the periwinkle blue, nice touch.
I'm like Chris. I didn't know. I said, "Wow!" I go, "What is that?"
Yeah. I'm glad to surprise it with you guys with that email.
So thank you, seriously, where the fuck do you buy that?
well, there's a link.
John says, by the way, you should absolutely send her a fucking drawing.
Yeah. Liliana, send me your mail or a postage address that I can send you some artwork. So
that's awesome.
I'll send you something.
I love the windmill in the background too.
Okay,
yeah, that was very cool.
Back to the question at hand. Where do you buy that shit?
Okay, so if you go to jandjack.com, we do have a link there on our website, don't we?
Is there? I knew I didn't know we had anything. I thought we just had
jandjack.com. Oh, look at there. There's a fucking merch section. No shit.
You just went there, didn't you?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. All right, we have another.
There's a lot of broadcast stuff.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't know
they got fucking phone cases and shit. What the fuck?
We don't have any phone cases.
Well,
hey, we just have it. Fucking shirts, pretty. That's hot.
Yeah, the Owen and Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a good producer would inform you about that before, but that's
okay. Okay. Thanks a lot, asshole.
That was John, the retired guy. I'm just repeating what he said.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you were just telling me that.
No, I thought it was mostly broadcast stuff. I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know.
Well, apparently we have some RC80 swag out.
That is a cool. And
thank you, Liliana, for even taking a selfie and emailing that in.
Yes,
it's like extra steps there. Awesome. So thank
Great
you.
Email.
You made my day. I'm about ready to cry.
I'm telling you, Chris.
The broadcast has fucking socks.
I was.
I thought we were going to get condoms at one point.
Hey, I don't ever think that we talked.
I think we talked about condoms.
We talked about superhero condoms.
Superhero condoms.
Have some themed ones, you know.
Exactly.
Railbook ass condoms. What is this?
Okay. Wait, I got it.
What?
You could have the matte condom. It's a blue jean like condom.
Oh fuck. Denim fucking condom.
Denim condom.
It would have like a belt that would just like it would keep it on at the shaft.
It's all downhill.
It's like that buckle though, that buckle rash. Jeez, that's gonna fuck some shit up down there. Don't get it, let it cut.
Well, hey,
you might want to shave.
And if you buy some of our merch, take a selfie of it, and Matt will send you a drawing.
Please, Liliana, send me your address.
All right, I'm making a note. Design denim condom.
Denim condoms.
Seriously though,
they're for sliding in and out.
Seriously though, why don't we get like a phone case of like a denim phone case, RCAD?
Ooh, yeah.
What do you think?
Like that? I like
that.
It's
idea. It's a denim. It's gotta be a denim phone case, but it's like the back of a pair of Wranglers, but the Wrangler logo is RCAD.
There you go.
Ooh, wait. Can the RCAD? It can be in kind of like sheep wool, you know, like.
Well, should it be cracked?
I'm getting fat.
Should it be cracked because you got hurt?
Oh, right.
Denim blue jeans.
I'm just saying, like you could have it just look like faux fur. You know, I'm not saying real fur, you know, or real denim, but anyway,
I'm just amazed you have fucking swag. That's like incredible to me. I had no idea.
Jim is basically saying no selfies with condoms.
Thank you, Jim, for the clarification. You're right.
Mike is actually saying take a picture in your denim condom and email it into the rcadcast@gmail.com.
You don't have to be fully
skip those emails.
It's just you don't have. Well, hold on a second. The condom doesn't have to be on.
Yeah, you can like hold it up.
It just be hold up the condom.
It's a condom conundrum. Thank you for that, Kim.
Again, I love the sweatshirt. Thanks for buying it. I didn't even know we had it.
So
I thought we had shot glasses. I thought that's all we had.
Chris, I just wanted to kind of express to you, because I don't usually think about it, but going to the Raleigh Meet-Up, it was like, oh wow, we do have fans that listen. Like sometimes I think we just kind of hang out and I don't think about
nobody listens to us. I think that's not real.
I don't think about the people that listen.
Seriously, the whole room when the blue jean thing came up all laughed.
Oh well, not only that, but like there's people come up to me and ask me about certain things and I'm like, oh wow, I forgot about that, or oh yeah, oh of course, so it's people do listen to us, and I do appreciate.
Because people ask me, "Is Matt really an asshole?" I go, "I can't. He's next seat over. Come on."
All right. From one of our all-time favorite emailers, Randy writes in.
Well, wait. Unless Randy has a sweatshirt on from RCAD, we don't have to play his email.
Okay. Well, on to the next one. No, he writes in pop culture geography question. What is the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? I don't know if I can say this on air, Randy. This is kind of a little blue.
Jeans.
Oh, is it a joke?
Yeah, it is a joke.
Okay.
The people from Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people from Abu Dhabi do.
Abba dabba doo.
Abba dabba doo.
I see what you did there. It was a Flintstones joke.
Alexa has these dad jokes every day, and today it was. There's no preferential treatment there,
That's funny.
But the dad joke today was, okay, how does James Bond like to sleep?
How does he like to sleep?
Undercover.
What?
And that's the end of the show for this.
Okay, no, Chris. I have one more email.
It's a dad joke. We got 3 emails?
Yeah. I mean, people were excited. They were like, hey, we know the Raleigh Meetup's happening. We got it right in. So
we know someone's going to buy a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Dennis writes in 2 current show recommendations. Hi, Jack, Matt, Chris, and absent Nick. Wow. How did he know?
Well, he was there Saturday.
Oh, maybe
we told Nick wasn't going to be there.
Oh, okay. Did we? Huh. These 2 current shows I don't think were mentioned last week, but are must-sees for me each week. Under the Banner of Heaven, which releases every Thursday on Hulu, set in Utah. This is a murder mystery that is being investigated by a devout Mormon detective and his older, more experienced Native American partner. Oh.
I think, did he tell us about that? Or am I just...
Because
we talked about the Chris Farley thing.
Oh, it's with Spider-Man.
This show, based on the 2003 nonfiction book by author John Krakauer, is heavy on Mormon history and practices, but presents them in an interesting ways that fit with the narrative. Stars Andrew Garfield and Gil Birmingham as detectives.
Gil Birmingham, yeah.
Also Sam Worthington and Christopher
Reeves
from Hell on Wheels. So
Bohannon?
Swede.
The Swede. Oh, yeah. The Swede. Did you not watch Hell on Wheels?
I haven't seen all of Hell on Wheels, so
really
good show to
that's a great show.
Good show to watch if you loved Mindhunters. The second show is Shining Girls, released each Friday on Apple TV.
That's what he told us about.
I think did he tell us about that, or did Nick tell us about that?
I'm pretty sure it was Dennis.
Oh, okay.
I know you were pretty shit-faced at the game, but
fuck you. How was I shit-faced? Wasn't shit-faced.
You had a beer. No, you had Sierra Mist.
I did. I didn't drink.
And Jay stole one of your Sierra Mist.
He did. He stole one of mine.
Mm-hmm. He goes, "You want me to pay you back for it?" He never did.
It did.
No, you were pissed about it. That's okay.
So, the second show, Shining Girls, released each Friday on Apple TV. This is a modern-day time travel serial killer thriller starring Elizabeth Moss from 2013. Novel by Lauren Bukes. This show just has just enough what the fuck to keep you at the edge of your seat without becoming overwhelming.
And Stephen King says this series is exactly what streaming was made for. Thank you, Stephen King.
Oh,
hope you enjoy.
I was looking in the chat. I go, who? No, I definitely want to watch it. Is Elizabeth Moss? Does she ever take a day off?
Seriously, she's
got by the lake or across the lake
in show business. Yeah,
and then she was
Under the Lake,
Handmaid's Tale.
Was it what was it? Under the Lake or what is it?
No, it was Beyond the Lake.
By the West Wing.
Be the Lake.
Yeah, the West Wing, but she wasn't really a regular character in that one. What was it? Across the Lake? What was it? Lake?
Yeah, Across the Lake, maybe.
Was it Across the Lake?
I remember that.
It was a good show, but
well, you know what was a good show? This show, because we kept it just almost at an hour. So
yeah,
take that, Nick.
Yeah.
No, I look forward to seeing Nick next week. I'm sure we'll all be back, and I've got some names.
I forgot all about Nick.
Not the best names. By the way, it was really great seeing Maggie. I got to hand her some artwork.
Did she fucking slap you at all? Like,
no.
I'm fucking
gave
blown
hugs.
away by that.
The hugs multiple times.
Okay.
She did laugh several times at the blue jean joke, though.
She did. Yeah. All right. First, we've got
Wework It. Tack. Nice.
Yeah. I was trying to keep them
boring.
Yes.
In general, Joanne. Wait, what? What's the general thing?
Oh, I was keeping them in general.
She owns an insurance company.
It's just
real
J&J.
people, Eckhart.
Yeah, it's just a J&J thing, like in general. Joanne,
keep going. You already lost.
No shirts there. I'm telling you.
Wait,
no one's gonna buy it.
All right, there's one more.
Should be two more.
Moonlight Maggie. That's actually kind of cool because it with the green screen.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Well, I mean, you can put it back down. I'm just telling you it's cool. Yeah, move on.
Well, it was cool because I got to see the eclipse with Maggie. So,
Lord of the Eds.
Lord of the
Eds. It was my way of encouraging Jack to watch Lord of the Rings. I think
I'm not. I watched 1.5 episodes. It's boring. I'm not watching it again.
Jack, I think you should get like rip roaring high.
And
watch Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm. He'd be like, Jesus, this is taking forever. Why won't they?
He would literally be John Hamm from Black Mirror. Like,
why do they keep walking? Why is this ring getting so
trapped in a
heavy?
Fucking mind loop for eternity?
I watched a Padre game a couple years ago on Higher Than Kite from and it's just like, why is this inning taking so long?
Hey Jack, he's only thrown 6 pitches.
He's gonna throw out his arm.
That's weird because this is yellow right here, but it's fading into green screen. Anyway, thanks for joining us live. Everybody that joined us live in the chat, we always appreciate it.
Gets a sweatshirt. Matt's going to send you a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Did not say that. That is Jack. That is on Jack's.
I was trying to finish your sentence because
yeah,
that wasn't what you were thinking.
No, it was not.
All right. Well, I think he was. People hold him to it.
I was thinking it was really good seeing Chris. I know that a lot of people wanted to see you there. I know.
Stop it.
I know that you couldn't. Seriously, Mandy was like.
I don't remember anybody saying that.
Okay, it was just one.
It was like fucking. Thank God he stayed
home. Some people were asking for Nick.
Well, actually, Dan said he wanted Mike actually to come up on the show. He wanted it to just be Jack, Mike, and I.
Cool.
Mike.
He's totally kicking you out. So.
Oh, you mean Mike? Miami Mike?
Yeah, Miami Mike.
Okay.
Yeah. Dan is a fan of Miami Mike. He feels like Miami Mike doesn't get enough, airtime.
Well, we could have invited him on tonight. I guess I don't take Nick's spot. I don't care.
Well, it's too late for that. Good night, everybody. No, but seriously though, thanks for joining us live. And that sounded like a really dickish thing to say. Now that I'm thinking about it,
yeah, you never cease to amaze me with how much of an asshole you can turn into by the end of every show.
I sat next to Matt for 9 innings, and he was like the coolest guy in the world. In fact, at one point,
like here for fucking an hour and 15 minutes, and he wants to slit your throat.
And like the fifth inning, I go, "Wait, are you the guy I podcast with?"
Well, it was cool because it was so chill. We were just we weren't on. We didn't have.
There was no pressure. There was no
pressure. We weren't, and that.
Yeah.
So those name cards are what you come up with when you're under pressure. For fuck's sake, Matt.
That is fair. That is a fair assessment, and really, really funny when you think about it.
And to be fair too, the artwork that you did I could have done that.
Oh yeah, totally, man.
Totally, man.
I didn't do any much artwork. Sorry, I'm a slacker. So, again, thanks for everybody that joined us live. We really do appreciate.
And you should subscribe to our Twitter channel.
If you haven't been offended by Matt, maybe you can buy some merch.
And if you were, please rate, review, and subscribe to the.
How is there not a sweatshirt or a hoodie that has someone in blue jeans on a sled?
That hang on a second, Jack. Like
2/3
of this show found out we had merch tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I knew we had. Like I said, I thought we had. The last time I was on there, I saw shot glasses. Yeah, and I think that was it. And there's more married man stuff.
Now that we know that it exists, I think we could probably put some ideas into motion.
I do have the original drawing of just how I fell.
Well, can we use you? Can we use your artwork? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're an artist. Can we use your artwork to put up on the?
Dude, how we don't have a fucking T-shirt of the dogs looking up at heaven is beyond me. Like we have to go back, and find that painting, and that's got to be on something. Oh, didn't we try to offer to buy it?
We did.
Well, we tried to have him on the show, right? I called him.
That's what you called him,
and basically, this is what his response was.
Yep,
he never responded to me.
Yeah,
asshole.
He's probably dead.
It's like the Get Wet Marine.
He's probably in the photo. He's looking down.
I never thought about that. Now I feel bad.
All right. Well, tune in next week when the show is just Dan and Miami Mike and I.
Wow. Been replaced.
No, I'm joking, guys.
Just got my papers. Any severance package?
Yeah. It's stock options.
It's a fucking sweatshirt. Congrats.
Hey, if I can get I'm cool with that.
Yeah, parting gift.
Yeah, no, that would be good. Yeah. All right. This was a great show. It was 1 in a million.